Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be in Chronos 1 from VulnHub. I rate this box about a solid easy. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so we're going to start by opening our terminals here. I'm going to start by running a net discover minus r 10.0.0.1/24/i80. Doing this, we do get the IP address of the box. I'm going to start by running Nmap Scan, so I'll do Nmap minus SC for default scripts, minus SV for enumeration. We'll scan all ports on the IP. Doing this, I'm going to do a netcat minus NV with basically a banner grab, and we'll do this on port 80, right? Just show that port 80 is open for HTTP. We can start by visiting the IP address. And here we just do Chronos, date and time. And it does seem like this is updating because of the numbers, right? So it's 26:15. Now it's 18, right? I'm gonna copy this and start by doing some enumeration. I'm gonna run a GoBuster, so I'll do GoBuster for mode -u HTTP. -w for user share word list. We'll do dirbuster. We'll do directory list, directory list 2.3 medium.txt. We'll do extensions as HTML, TXT, and also PHP. Here we do get an index HTML and also a CSS. I'm gonna try the same thing for port 8000. So we do have port 22 open for SSH, port 80 open for HTTP, and we also did say that port 8000 was open for Node.js Express framework, right? So we'll start by visiting port 8000. Just show the same thing. So I'm going to control U to view the source code, and it doesn't seem like we do have anything, right? So I'm going to go to inspect element. If I go to my network tab and click reload, you do see that we do get 3 requests. We have get, options, and get. For the options, you do see that it says 204 no content. And we also do get a get request for 200 OK, which should be contain our content, right? Doing this, I'm just going to edit and resend. I'm going to open up burp sweep. In this case, we want to send the request within burp. I'm using only this request, right, which is the 200. We'll start up burp. We'll next start burp. So we'll go to proxy, go to options, a specific address, okay. Doing this, I'm going to reload the page. And you do see that we have our get option, so I'm going to go to edit and resend. Turn our proxy on, send this. And you do see that we do get a request, right? So I'm going to send this within repeater. We send this, you do see that today is Wednesday, August 11th, right? So for the encoding, you do see that this is a different type of encoding. I tried decoding this in base 64, it doesn't work, so we can just copy this. So I'm gonna just echo this on the screen. I'll just pipe that to base 64 minus D. And you do see that we just get that, right? So it's not the right encoding, right? A way to find out the encoding for this, this is actually encoding a base 58. If you do control U to URL encode this, or you can just go to copy, or let's see, convert selection, go to base 64 encode. You press enter, you do see that we do get an error. So it's always good to opt out the errors to find out what encoding it is, right? In this case, we do get an error of non-base 58 character. So we do know this is base 58, right? Just confirm this, we'll go to CyberChef. So we'll search up base. We know we want to go to from base 58. We'll get the input from burp. We'll just send this one more time. Copy. And you do see that it was base 58 encoding, and it shows today is the time, right? Since we do know the encoding, we're gonna take this off. We'll go from base 58 now, and we're gonna input this into a reverse shell, right? So we'll go to pentest monkey. We'll do control F and do temp. We'll just copy this. We'll just send this within CyberChef. We'll do 69, and we'll do 4444. We'll do 2 base 58. Here you go. So we can just copy this, put that in there. Now we can start up our listener. We'll do all wrap. And cat minus LMVP on 4444. So you did see that we specify our IP address and also our port on 4444. So we can go to burp. We'll send this. You do see that it shows something went wrong. Pressing around this, you do see that we do get a shell, right? We check our IDs and we are dub data, right? So we can export term is equal to x term. Do this. And we are under dub data, right? So we can start by spawning a T2Y shell. So we'll just spawn a bin/bash and then we'll spawn this in Python 3, right? And we are dub data. Doing this, let's go. You do see that we do have Chronos and also a Chronos version 2. I'm just gonna copy this. We'll cd into that. We'll do a ls -la. We do have backend, front end, and index.html. So let's go to backend and see what is in here. Here we do have a server.js. So we'll cat the server.js. Looking at this, you do see that we do have an express file upload. And it does seem like it's stored in the file upload on 27.127.00.1, which is localhost on port 8080. So let's try to see if this is listening on a connection. So we'll just do netstat minus the LNP. And you do see that this is listening on localhost on port 8080, which is our server.js, right? We also just show the state for listening. So let's see if we can actually use socat so we can actually port forward this, right? So I don't know this by the top of my memory, so I'm gonna switch this up. So cat port forward. So let's see what we can do. So here it shows that we can redirect all port 80 connections to the IP address. So let's just copy this and modify this. So I'll just split this. We'll open another tab. So here we do have TCP listen. We're going to be listening on port. So in this case, it's listening on port 8081. We want to redirect this to a different port. We'll redirect this to port 5555, which is going to be open. And we do know this is our local host, 127.0.0.1. And we did know this was port 8080, right? Basically, I just copied this, 127.0.0.1 and port 8080. So we'll just copy this and see if we can run a Nmap Scan, right? So we do have socat, and for doing this, if you did check the server.js, you will see that we do have an express file upload. If we just search up express file upload GitHub exploit, we can just search up exploit. Let's see if we can see what we have here. So you do see we have this one right here. We come across this. We'll just copy this. It does seem like this is from a GitHub. I'm not sure if there's a GitHub link to this. Oh, here it is. Ejs Exploit. So we can go to attacker. We'll get the ejs-rc attack.py. I'm just going to wget this onto my own machine. We'll vi into ejs. So here we want to spawn a reverse shell onto our machine. So we'll just do this on port 9001 and do 10.0.069. For the IP address, we didn't know the IP was just 10.0.072. 10.0.072. We were gonna forward this to port 5555, only because we do have this on listen 5555, right? For socat. For this, we have 5555. We'd have 10.0.072, right? So basically it's going to make a request to execute the command. Also making a post request. So we'll just right quit out of this. We'll just run another Nmap Scan here. So we'll just take off. We'll just run a port scan here just to make sure nothing's listening. So we just have port 8000. We should have another port open for 5555 since we're going to be using SOCAP. We'll just copy this, put that in there. Now this is listening. Let's run another port scan on this. And you do see that we have port 5555 open, right? We can even visit this by curling this. So if we just curl this, we'll do curl HTTP. And now 0.072 on port 5555. You just see that we have Chronos version 2. And you can just see the HTML, right? So we'll do all wrap netcat mycell MVP on 5555. Let's start up our exploit. So cat this out. We'll listen on port 9001. Actually 9001. So we'll do Python 3, Ejs starting attack, and you do see that it was finished and we are under the user, right? So we go Alice mycell under home. We have Irma, cd back. We'll just export our term is equal to x term. Let's do sudo or we check IDs. We do have LXD. Which LXC? We could use user bin LXC. We can probably privest with LXC. We'll do sudo mycell also. We do have user local bin node. I'm just going to copy this and search up UTF-8 bins. We'll do node. We'll do sudo -u. We want to run this as root. Run the user bin node. Press it on that. We do ID. Now we under root ls and we counter root.txt, right? Well guys, that's pretty much in the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.